We will now move to the declaration of interests. And what we'll do is that we do have a way of submitting our declarations. You can do it electronically or other means. But at the same time, if there are any members today present in this meeting who would like to make any verbal declarations, I will allow them to do so. I see Mr. Pukula.
Chair, I was just going to make the declaration that, at the end of it all, these tariffs affect us, but I also to make the declaration that for the part that deals with the wheeling fees, which is the other part, I'm making that declaration, but I'm not. I still need to be guided by our legal whether it is different from the normal declaration that everyone else would do, that prices affect all of us. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Pukula. I also saw Ms. Mercedes' hand, but I think she also withdrew it as well.
Yes, Chairperson, maybe you can attend to the one. I wanted to just remind you about the adoption of the agenda, but we can start with the request made by Mr. Pukula for clarity from Mr. Ntanzi and Mr. Chokwe. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. So can we get the legal people and the secretariat to address the issue that Mr. Pukula has raised? Yes.
Chairperson, good morning, and good morning to your committee and everyone. The issue that raised by Mr. Pukula doesn't seem to actually, it shouldn't be treated differently from the declaration by other members, as long as it's upfront, and it should be okay from where we are sitting. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for that. And now we're gonna have to then go back to item number 3, the adoption of the agenda. As we said, we've got only one item on the agenda today, the ELSA application by Eskom. So can we see by show of hands from the members of the regulator if they support the agenda? Ms. Maseti, Ms. Pukula, Mr. Pukula. Ms. Sitole, and of course myself. Thank you. With that, then the agenda is adopted, and therefore we can go on to the presentation. The presentation is on Eskom's ELSA application for the year 2026/2027. And I'm going to call upon Mr. Rulani Matebula to introduce the subject, and then we'll also call upon his team members as well to do the rest of the presentation. Thank you.
Through you, Chair, in the absence of Mr. Matebula, Chair, I will just introduce and provide the main salient points of the submission before I invite the team to assist with any other aspects that I've missed, Chair. So, Chair, we are here this morning to request the ELS to recommend to the ER to approve Eskom's application on the retail tariff and structural adjustment application for the 2026-2027 financial year. Chair, ESCOM has submitted this application on the 10th of February 2026 to the National Energy Regulator of South Africa for the purpose of assessing the application and for approval. Chair, the application seeks to implement an average tariff increase of 8.76% for non-local authority customers effective on the 1st of April 2026 and a 9.01% increase for local authority customers effective from the 1st of July 2026. The proposed tariff, Chair, aims to recover the proposed allowable revenue of 382,854 million for the 2026-2027 financial year based on the forecasted sales volume of 159,335 gigawatt hours, Chairperson. Key issues, Chair, that I would just like to raise, which were also raised by stakeholders during the public consultation period, was issues of affordability, Chair. Most of the stakeholders raised concerns about the impact of tariff increases on low-income households, emphasizing the need for equitable tariff structures and targeted subsidies to mitigate energy poverty, Chair. There were also issues, Chair, of revenue determination and allocation to ensure that there is cost reflectivity, alignment. There was also, Chair, issues of revenue variance. This was raised, Chair, that there is a 2.1% variance between the approved allowable revenue and the revenue to be recovered. And Chair, this will be dealt with in the reason for decision through the methodology, which clearly outlines and guides us on this 2% variance. And then, Chair, there's just the issue of the fixed costs for solar users. Chair, the increase of fixed costs for solar users has also raised concerns about its justification. NERSA is obviously cognizant of this, the need to justify these fixed costs, and that is, of course, due to the fact that there must be an alignment in terms of cost reflectivity. So all the fixed costs have been put aside and have been adjusted according to the retail tariff plan, Chair, that was approved by NERSA in 2025 in February. So, Chair, these are all in line with that retail tariff plan. And then, Chair, just an issue of the home power tariffs or domestic customer tariffs. Chair, there is an impact on the home power customers, particularly home power 4, who may face a higher percentage increase due to a larger share of fixed costs in their bill. Chair, NERSA does recommend that customers that are on higher tariff types like home power 4, that they move to lower tariff types such as home light or home power to mitigate some of the impacts of the increases, Chair. Chair, having said that, we are here to request that the ELS recommends the approval of the ERSA, taking into consideration the key factors that I've mentioned above, and also in terms of the proposed tariff schedule that is annexed to the submission, that it be recommended for approval to the energy regulator. Chair, with that, I will hand back over to you, and if there are any issues that I have not touched on, I would also like to open for the team to come in at this point in time. Thank you, Chair.
All right, let's hear from the team. If anybody from the team would like to come in. I don't see any hands from the team. So therefore, I'm now going to open it to the members of the regulator if they've got any questions or contributions to make to the presentation we've just heard. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Pukula.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, I first want to indicate that I'm in support of the recommendations that have been read out by Mr. Mkhize. And yes, I think the justification around the 2.1% over recovery by ESCOM is not an unusual situation. I think it happens in every year, but that's why we have the clearing account to resolve this matter, to compare the focus to the actuals. And I am just voicing my support for the recommendations. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Pukula. I do not see any other hands from the members of the regulator, and therefore I'm going to ask now the members of the regulator to raise their hands if they are in support of the recommendations as read out by Mr. Mkhize at the beginning. I see Ms. Maseti, Mr. Pukula, Ms. Sitole, and then myself. So on that note, then it is recommended that we move this to the energy regulator. And on that note, therefore, I think we will have to thank all the members of the public that have joined us through the live stream. And I see Mr. Pukula. Sorry, Mr. Pukula, your hand is up.
Apologies, Chair, it was a lingering hand.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pukula. Okay, on that note, then we are going to say thank you to all the members of the public that have joined us on the live stream, because we are now going to proceed without the live stream.